Happening today, trial begins for an Oconto Falls doctor accused of sexually abusing a toddler and recording videos of the abuse.
That federal trial is expected to last 3 to 4 days. Emily Byer joining us live this morning outside the federal courthouse with what's expected to happen today. Good morning, Emily.
Yeah, good morning, Tammy and Aisha. Today we'll start with jury selection. The defense filing the list of proposed questions they want to be able to ask those potential jurors. That list contains 75 questions. Authorities first arrested the now 66-year-old Oconto County physician Isaias Cupino in late August after receiving a cyber tip about images uploaded to Facebook from Oconto Falls. He faces several charges of production and transportation of child pornography. According to the criminal complaint, an Oconto Falls police detective reviewed the content and recognized Dr. Isaias Cupino in one of the images. There was also a video showing a young child about toddler age being sexually abused. The detective believed the child could be living with Cupino. Police said they believed there was imminent safety risk for the child, which then led to the execution of a search warrant and arrest of Cupino. The state expects to take 2 days before handing it over to the defense. Cupino had previously been listed on Prevea's website as a doctor of family medicine. That page was taken down shortly after his arrest. Prevea Health at the time issued a statement saying that they could not comment on specifics, but that the employee is not currently working. That trial expected to get started here at 8:30 this morning. Cameras are not allowed in federal court, but we'll be sure to first alert you of updates throughout the day. We'll send it back to you.